Stop comparing your life to people online. Some people are showing highlights while you're living real life. Just because someone is ahead of you today doesn't mean you're behind forever.
You cannot convince someone to love you by loving them harder. No amount of loyalty, patience.
This AI podcast video is getting millions of views on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. And guess what? You can create this AI podcast video using free AI tools that won't cost you a dime. This tutorial, I'm going to be taking you step-by-step process on how you will be able to create your own AI podcast videos using free AI tools. Without wasting much of our time, let's dive in. So the first thing we're going to do is to generate our podcast image, and I'll be using ChatGPT for that. So here's my description. Here I've already generated one. You can see how clean and neat this is. So this is my prompt, and I'll be dropping this prompt in the YouTube description. So here is my prompt. Here I said, create a modern luxury podcast studio with warm cinematic lighting. Use my photo as a subject in a fashionable. You can just choose any dressing of your choice. Okay, let's do one together here. Here to put up your picture, go over to this plus icon, click on these photos here. Then I'll go over to my album to choose a photo of my choice. So here's my photo, and I'm going to paste in my prompt. So you can see my prompt here. Create a modern luxury podcast studio with warm cinematic lighting. Use my photo as a subject, dressed in a classic chic black fitted turtleneck. So you can see my dressing there, and I said make sure you put this. Make the image ultra realistic, clean and professional with both hands fully visible on the desk. So 4K quality, and I'm going to choose my aspect ratio. I'm going to choose 9 by 16. So you can choose any aspect ratio of your choice. If you want it to be YouTube aspect ratio, you can use 16 by 9. So I'm going to click on this. So it's going to take us just few minutes. ChatGPT will generate our podcast image for us. Wow, you can see how beautiful my image look, exactly as my picture here. So you can use your picture to generate different podcast images. Okay, we are done generating our podcast image. The next thing we are going to do is to generate our script. So if you have your script, no need of you using ChatGPT to generate your script. But if you need a script, you can use ChatGPT, which you are going to use now. So I'm going to tell ChatGPT to give me a script on a topic. First of all, you have to have a topic which you want to talk about. And maybe you can choose on love, life, anything. So here I'm going to type ChatGPT. I want to So, okay, I'm done typing. I just said I want to start a podcast channel and I want my topic to be centered on life and purpose. Help me generate 10 hot topics on this that will generate views and connect with my audience. My audience needs to hear more about persistence, passions, goals, and etc. So let us see what ChatGPT will generate for us. So you can go through this topic and choose one which connects with your audience. So I'm going to go through this and so I'm going to pick this one here. Stop comparing your life to others. So I'll just copy this out here. And I'm going to tell ChatGPT, use this topic and generate maybe 3 minutes script. I am done generating my script. So you can use ChatGPT to generate different scripts on different topics of your choice. We are done generating our image and script. The next part is to turn this our image into a full video. To do that, go over to your Google Chrome and type in Flow. So this first one here, you have to choose this first one here, this Google app here. Click on it, this first flow here. So the next thing, click on this create with flow. If you don't have an account with Flow, it's going to ask you to create an account, which you can use your Google account to log in with this Flow. So what we're going to do next is to go over to this new project. Click on this new project here. Go over to this setting here. You will see this video. Click on this video. So if you want it to be 16 by 9, you can choose it. If you want it to generate just one, you can click on this, or two. You can click on these two to generate two. And meanwhile, while using two, you can see that it's going to use 40 credit for that. So I'll click on one so that it will take only 20 credit. And I'll be using 9 by 16. So I'll come over here. This start part here, I'm going to upload my image. I'll be using this image here. Okay, my image is done uploading. I'm going to come over to this prompt box here. I'm going to paste in my prompt. So here is my prompt here. I said, animate this podcast image into a realistic talking video. Make her speak naturally, not too fast, with accurate lip sync to the dialogue. So here's my dialogue. You can see, use the following dialogue for the speech and lip sync. So I'm going to click on this arrow here for it to generate. Here is our video. Let me play it here.
Comparing your life to people online. Some people are showing highlights while
So I'm going to extend this video. I'll click on extend.
stop comparing your life to people online. Some people are showing highlights while you're living real life. Just because someone is ahead of you today doesn't mean you're behind forever. Listen, everybody's journey is different. Some people succeed at 20, others at 40. Some find purpose early.
You can see just added the extended dialogue, and to download this, I'll just click on this here and I'll download.
You
And here
cannot
is our
convince
final
someone to
result.
love you
If you
by
find this video
loving them
helpful, don't forget to
harder.
give it a thumbs
No
up,
amount of
share it with
loyalty,
others, and also
patience,
subscribe to
sacrifice,
my
or
channel
understanding.
for more
Stop
videos like
romance. Stop
this.
making excuses for disrespect. Stop calling bare minimum potential. Sometimes the closure you need is their inconsistency.